for Jenny Bay. This is our shot of the day, presented by SHI. Playing with the Aussie Robin Choi. Gets her going in the right direction after a couple of down years.
I feel like we've seen that in the past, whether it's after a Solheim Cup or even after this event. You know, Maria Fossey having a couple good weeks after partnering with Stacey Lewis a few times here. So just that little bit of mentorship, motivation.
Pretty flat lie, slight upslope maybe.
And in the warm-up session, Elizabeth tweaked something in her back and was having to stretch it all day and did not play her best. Really grinded out.
Oh, well done.
Okay, par at the 16th.
You definitely want to err a little bit long, but that was a wee too bit long.
A chance to maybe creep a little closer to par. This is Danielle Kang at the 17th.
Downhill there to the end.
Okay. Put Danielle in any kind of a format like this.
As we saw where that hole is located, all the way in the back center of the screen. I love that they're wearing these matching shirts today. The Duke blue.
Yeah, great shot, Lindy. Yeah, very nice.
Had a chance to celebrate there.
Have a couple holes left. Not particularly great birdie opportunities. A couple of the hardest holes.
Par putt for Lucy Lee. And like in Solheim Cup or other team competitions,
This should be a fairly simple chip for running.
She's got her weight way on her front foot there. Great technique. Just quick from beyond the hole location there.
here is the comebacker for par for Cassie Porter. This to post 66.
Well done.
Cassie, the rookie. Par putt for Gino at 17.
Talking about those momentum keepers here.
Hit unused, second at 16.
Yeah, that was a beautifully struck 6-iron on the way. She makes those longer irons look so easy, Morgan.
An absolute hit from day one. Gino.
And that was a 9-iron. She was in between clubs, had the wedge out as well. Chose it a smooth 9.
Rio now.
And this is a little fade as well. Fading away from the flag, though.
Shores of Lake Geneva. Right, just next door to the 18th tee there, that 15th green. This is Lauren Stevenson Morris playing with Jessica Porvaznik. And they go into red figures.
Sometimes you can get to a hole and haven't hit a putt over 5 feet in 9 holes at times. Never quite know how the day is going to shake out. That's where I feel like you could see something like what Ingrid did, just because you haven't hit a putt in a while and just rhythm is off.
Good start for the defending champs. Here is Yamashita for birdie.
Pretty solid opening round for this pair as well.
Rio already has a win this year. Miyu with 5 top 10s.
She's a bit of a lower ball trajectory player as well. Ooh, aggressive.
Wow.
Well left of the dinosaur, but that is in a perfect spot right now, putting back almost straight up the hill.
This is an ideal place to be hitting from. Middle of the fairway, level lie, short club in hand.
Here is one of those, area Jatanagarn.
Really tremendous work that all of them have done, everybody on that list.
Playing with Shinetti Wanase, who contended last week at the KPMG, finished tied for second.
Yeah, wonderful Sunday round by Shinetti.
Out of the hole and be okay with that.
Okay.
Walk it in. Finally, this team gets something to drop. I like this partnership as well. A bit surprised by the way that they have played today, but compounding those errors.
Yay, a little mini celebration.
The big hitting German, Polly Mack, playing with Selena Borga. Here is Megan Kang getting things started with Lexi Thompson. Team Biggie Smalls, and Karen Stupples is going to follow.
Well, and just managing to play the most amazing shot.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. Out of that lie.
How about the number here for UK?
Yeah, see if she can stuff it in tight from 100 yards.
With Stacey Lewis at the 10th.
Well, a little bit downhill after Stacey's great shot from the rough onto the green.
Something about this event brings out Maria Fozzi's best, and I think it's Stacey Lewis. This to open with a birdie for Lexi.
A little downhill for Lexi.
Good to see her dad Scott out this week. He's been battling some back issues. First event back. Here's Jin Hee M. Third shot at the par 5 11th. Not many par 5s here. Just a couple. Right, from the voice of one Bruin, Kay Cockrell, to a young UCLA alum, Mario Galdiano, playing with Fiona Shue.
Take the afternoon to rest and recover and get ready to play some aggressive golf tomorrow. There's still plenty of time left.
Tomorrow, it's all about how low can you go. I'd say they'd be pretty happy with that round.
Third shot at the 11th for Stacey Lewis.
And that was from 148. And just caught a little bit of a jumper there from that first cut. She's on a line that's a little bit left of the hole.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Made one, missed one. Jin Hee M at the 12th. This can be moved up depending on the day.
When you talk about fun short holes, this 12th definitely fits the bill here. She's been really solid from this distance, Karen, the last couple of weeks. Just didn't play enough break. I liked the pace at which she hit that putt, though. Looked like a good aggressive stroke.
Mentioned that they are playing with Stacey. Stacey put them out first. You were an assistant captain for her in Spain. Yeah, they went 2-0 that week in foursomes. Here's Galdiano. Saw her make a putt earlier at the 10th. Oh, come on.
We haven't seen too many putts of real length made today. That's what a start for this team.
Who had a bogey-free 68, and Sobi was terrific as well, even with a couple of hiccups. Shot even par 72.
She's just been really consistent this season. Grant doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Always, she's just kind of a very accurate, straight ball striker and a good putter as well. She's 6th in scoring average this season. If that shows. Perfect tee shot to start. Now take dead aim with this whole location right in the center of the green. Another pairing also crossing Solheim Cup lines here.
I like it. Lexi with the iron, Megan with the wedge. That'll be a tap-in birdie. Melzel for birdie. They could both get their first win on the tour this week. All right, second shot at 12 for Megan Kang.
And this is from 91 yards. We'll pitch into a little upslope.
This is when you really want to take advantage of, just like that. Second easiest hole on the golf course. They had a couple practice rounds heading into today. Worked a little bit on the game with Stacy. They do like to play practice rounds together quite frequently. It was a good looking stroke there. Karen just didn't quite break as much as she had hoped. Might be best to play or potentially play different golf balls, alternate on each hole. There's so much strategy that goes into this format.
To try to get this up, trundling up towards the front of the green.
She choked way up on that K. What a great shot.
Look at that. What a shot. We've seen her hit a couple of those earlier this year. Very creative.
Not really enough to affect it there.
Davey Weber at 10.
Yeah, that's an 8-iron on its way from 144 yards.
Was anywhere close to being online. It'd be interesting to watch her putting today.
Fossey with the putter.
It'll be downhill through that fringe.
Yeah, good play there. It's probably could have taken a couple different clubs there, but low risk going with the putter. Rolled through the...
Trying to channel it. Chisato Iwai.
Speaking of talent, this would be quite the 3.
This is Reishin Liu playing with Yu Liu, no relation. From long range, oh yeah. Reishin. Oh, you loved it. We did too. Karis Davidson, the Aussie, playing with Daniela Darkea. They've had some good success here. All right, they get it under par. At the 16th, got a par putt here for the ties. This is Jarvi Boonchant. That'll be their first drop shot of the day.
Karen, she fortunately has a pretty steep angle of attack, which will help in this situation.
It surely did.
I love the way that she tried to stay very aggressive on her front side, didn't allow her weight to shift back to her back foot until well after. Pay attention to it. I feel like the flag's not moving very much.
No. I think compared to last week, it's negligible.
Compared to last week, this has to be it's a much easier day for the caddies. I feel like this is a really comfortable range for her, Karen, where she can kind of allow the putter to release a little bit.
Do it. You can put your putter away. Put that putter away. I'll make this one.
Don't jinx it, Megan.
Yeah. We talk about Megan and what a free spirit she is and what she does for a Solheim Cup team.
That was a good-looking stroke there, Karen. Maybe needed a little bit more pace, but I like the confident nature of her stroke. It doesn't look wishy. They're just not going in. They're just not falling. So can't get.
He is caddy. Mark Wallington, Wally, says, "Happy birthday, Grant."
Aww.
Oh, that would have been a really nice par from the right rough, but that birdie they made at the 10th, giving it right back here at 11. You grind over when you're playing for yourself, but they are so much more important when you're playing with a partner.
Yeah, really clutch putt there. It's so true. You feel like you're really letting your partner down when you.
Shanette Wanasayan, 8th hole of the day for her and Jarvi Boonchant, and they stayed 2 under.
Also has she has a wedge out, but this is only to control the spin by taking some speed off of it.
This is Lauren Coughlin at the 14th. All right. Under par they go. Hashtag team up. Theme of the week. Akie with her second.
Yeah, much better angle from the first cut of rough. Well, but she wanted to carry that at least another 5-6 paces. This can be a tricky par 3. Downhill, you're hitting a long iron in. This looks like a good line. Generally, you're pretty happy with par on this hole.
Happy with anything.
Over at 14 for some Bouchard.
Up the hill. It's hard to keep it below the hole, but that's a great spot to play from there.
Had the lead going in. Third for Fossey and Lewis at 16.
I mean, it's a little bit below the green surface. Got to try and get this to chase towards the hole.
It takes too much speed off of it.
Was that a little too much to ask, maybe?
All of
Birdie?
that for a relatively easy par.
Yeah.
That's you know, the old saying, ham and egg it. You just kind of figure it out in these team formats.
With her putter. And so they were helping each other out. It's not just Stacey helping Maria. Maria's helping Stacey too.
Ideally, you'd like to leave this below the hole.
And it's hard to with that right hole location. It's a pretty severely sloped green, one of the most out here on this golf course. That's going to be a quick sliding putt there.
All right, let's check in on the LA, as they call themselves. Jennifer Chang and Patty Tavatanikit, who played collegiately in Los Angeles for rival schools.
This is a 936. There's a bit of hurt in this wind. It's looking very good.
Okay, lovely. Good.
It was only the normal lead from Lexi.
Out at Brentwood Country Club. And just kind of formed a friendship.
Really solid 2-putt there. Kind of all over the place.
Lexi really coming up with a great shot in here for Megan to have this opportunity. That's well done.
Well, they were unbeaten a couple of years ago in Spain in foursome.
162 yards to the hole. Pretty lengthy second shot. She's got a 7-iron in hand, and oh, that was a beauty. She hit a lot of iron shots like that en route to winning down in Mexico for the first time.
On the other hand, you've got Thompson and Kang 2 under on the tee at 18.
Well, just coming off a really well played short iron as well. Another short iron in hand here. Looking good.
Just really have to keep that weight on the front foot and leave it there the whole time, so you make sure you hit down on it.
That was a thing of beauty. Made it look really easy.
Just like that.
Positivity and optimism. I love what they said in their presser earlier this week. We want every person in the world to smile more and have fun, and that's kind of their approach to life, and it rubs off on those around them.
Yeah, they're very energetic and very engaging. If anybody wants to follow them on social, they're a great follow. They're really enjoying their time here. What is it? They're looking for the best burger joints everywhere they go.
Everywhere. They can't wait. That was their favorite. A par attempt for Aluz. Oh, okay.
I'm not saying she's bad, but I think that with compared to the rest of her game, well, there you go. Just like that.
Okay. Biggie Smalls.
Wanting autographs and wanting Maria Fassi to sign stuff for them, and she obliges every step of the way. Wow, look at that.
How close to disaster. On the tee of the 18th, Lauren Coughlin. And a winner in Michigan just 2 weeks ago, Carlota Saganda, second of the ninth, playing with Gabby Lopez.
Very close friends. The two of them are. It's a fun pairing for them.